Hi everybody, how are you? It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I know you guys have missed me. I'm coming with you today with an update video on what's been going on in my life for the past couple of months. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KellyChavone, if you don't know. And this is pretty much going to be an update live video on what's been going on with me for the last 3 or 4 months. And if you want to continue, I hope you continue watching. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, follow me on all my social media, and let's get right into it. So I don't know if you guys have known, if you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, my Snapchat, you will know that I am pregnant. Yay! It took me some time to get pregnant. I had a rough 2 years, and I mean, this came at a complete surprise. Me and my boyfriend, we were not trying at all. My mom just passed away like this year, March. Last year, July, I suffered an ectopic pregnancy, and then the year before that, in September, I suffered another one where I had to actually have emergency surgery, and I had one of my tubes taken out. Now, with that being said, the ectopic that I had last year, July, the doctors wanted to take the other tube, and we were adamant about not having it taken out. Like, that was not an option. It was like, you need to do what you need to do medically, because we're not having another tube taken out. You're not taking my chances of reproduction away from me. But they did tell me that it was a slim to none chance of me even getting pregnant naturally, so we had to consider IVF. Couple of months down the road, I find out right before Christmas that my mom was, diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. I don't know if it was small cell or whatever the case is. Nonetheless, I mean, we went for chemo, and right before she was supposed to start radiation, she ended up in the hospital back in, I believe it was about February. So with the back and forth with that was a lot, and we wasn't even thinking about having kids at that point. It was like, okay, just take care of mommy and call it a day. On top of that, I work full-time, and I still have my house to maintain as well, because, when you live with your boyfriend, he's like a full-time child. So there pretty much is no, there's no give or take with that. So I had a lot on my plate. Wasn't, like I said, I wasn't thinking about having any kids. I'm 34 years old. You probably wouldn't believe it if you looked at me, like, but that's what it is. And it was more or less like, okay, so mommy, got sick or whatever the case, she's sick or whatever the case is, but we didn't let that stop us. We went for chemo, we still went shopping, we still hung out, and everything like that. And then mommy got real sick, and then, like I said, she ended up in the hospital, and then from there, it was like her health just started to decline after that. So, mommy passed March 11th, and it was like, okay, we dealt with that, and technically, I didn't have time to really, how would you say it? Pregnancy brain. I didn't really have time to absorb the fact that my mom was gone. I mean, I did, but I still had other things that I had to get done financially in regards to, all of the nonsense that was going on after my mother passed and stuff like that. So, I was still living we were still living our life and everything like that. And then May came around, because mommy's memorial was in April. May came around, and it was like, okay, it is what it is. Got my period the end of April, and then I'm looking for my period in May, and I'm like, it's not here. Where is she? Aunt Flo, I need you to show up on time. She was a day late. She was 2 days late. She was 3 days late. She was 4 days late. My boyfriend keeps saying, oh, she'll be coming. She'll be coming tomorrow. You know how it is with you. You're always, you're late, whatever. I'm like, no, this is odd, because she's normally no more than 2 days late. Normally my cycle runs kind of crazy. but it's completely on time. So the most every 6 months I'll have a cycle change. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. So I had one of the girls in my office draw my blood, and of course it came back positive, and I'm like, this isn't possible. They told me this was not supposed to happen. It did, and I had to call the doctors. Early sonograms, this is what happens when you're high risk like that. I only have one tube, and the risk of another ectopic was way up there because I've already had two. So I had to have a sonogram, and I believe I had to be about like 4 weeks pregnant. So I had a sonogram. They asked me when my last menstrual was. I told them that. And they said, we see, because you have to make sure like everything is where it's supposed to be. And of course, they saw the gestational sac in the uterus. Praise Jesus, because I was like, I cannot go through going to the hospital, having surgery, being put on that methotrexate shot, because that shot in the ass is no fucking joke. It hurts. And then it's like, even though you have an ectopic, the shot causes you to miscarry. And you miscarry naturally out of that because it breaks down the cells. Which methotrexate is also a cancer drug, so it stops the reproduction of cell growth and stuff like that. So that's what they use that for as well in fertility clinics. So of course I called my doctor, I called my fertility doctor, and I had the sonogram, they saw the gestational sac. I had to go again the following week for another one, which would have made me 5 weeks pregnant. And then they saw the yolk sac. So everything was progressing greatly, but it was like every week I had to go for a sonogram until they were like completely sure that, everything was on the up and up. So we didn't announce it until maybe about like 2.5 weeks ago, because clearly I couldn't hide it anymore, and he wanted to make sure that everything was a-okay before we even announced it. So now I'm about 5.5 months, and I know you guys probably want to see the belly bump, so I'm gonna get up. I'm in my pajamas, mind you. It's like Saturday morning. Alright, so this is, wait, let me position myself properly. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the bump. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, I think. No, that's zooming in. I can't zoom out no more, so. Oh, there we go. This is her. This is baby. And yes, I am having a girl. And we are like superly excited. I've already started buying clothes. I had my sonogram. My 20-week sonogram, I had that, sorry, my eyes are itching. I had that on Wednesday. So if you're watching this, today is Saturday I can't even look at the calendar. What is today, like the 18th or the 17th or something like that? But I had my sonogram on the September 14th. So at that point, I was 20 weeks in a day. So clearly, once you see this, I'll either be 21 weeks or 20 weeks and some days progressed. Yeah, so I already started buying baby clothes. She has a name. I'm not going to disclose the name yet. And we're just super excited. This is baby number 1 for us. Everything went good at the doctor's office. So now that I'm at that, the halfway mark, I get to count down, and I look forward to meeting her as soon as she comes out. Like, this is a blessing. Like, truly a blessing. Like, God made a way. Mom left early, and immediately I got pregnant with a baby girl. So we all feel like this is like her reincarnated, which is kind of crazy because, like I said, 2 months after my mom passed, it was like, okay, we know that it's going to come. We don't know when. We know she's going to be up there talking to him. and telling him like, listen, yeah, 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 yeah. And clearly she skipped the line, and voila, like, the power in God is real, and you know, he blessed us with this little baby girl, and hopefully, you know, we're praying that, you know, everything goes smooth and she comes out, you know, 100% healthy with no health risks, no nothing. So just, you know, continue to keep us in your prayers with that being said. Also, what else has been going on? Because that pretty much is like my pregnancy story. And really what's been going on. Oh, on top of that, the first 3 months of pregnancy for me was horrible, which is why you didn't see me on YouTube, you didn't see me on Instagram, you didn't see me on Facebook, you didn't see me on Snapchat. The morning sickness was real for the first trimester and into the second. Like, I have these pills that I was taking, like I couldn't eat anything. I had what they call, I was called, you know, in pregnancy you have either a dry mouth or the wettest mouth in the world, and I was a spitter. I had gobs of saliva and it was gross. I could do nothing but chew gum. I couldn't eat anything, and that was the only way for me to tolerate it. And in order for me to be functional at work, I had to get morning sickness pills. And I don't know how many of you have taken these, but my doctor prescribed me Diclegis, and these things are expensive. And you know, you take 2 at bedtime for the following day. This little jar of pills here, those saved my life. When I tell you those saved my life, those saved my life. I lost weight. Those pills helped me eat, and it was a lifesaver. Like, I can't even tell you. But on top of that, I was like extremely tired. Like, my boyfriend would be like, are you gonna do laundry? And I'm like, no. Are you gonna cook? And I'm like, no. I would get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Sometimes I would fall asleep with my work clothes on in the bed. Wake up, all the lights are off, and he's in the bed sleeping. I'm like, but you couldn't get me undressed? Like, what part of the game is that? But that was the reality of it. And I hated the first 4.5 months of pregnancy because I was non-functional. If it wasn't, you know, the morning sickness, it was being tired. And it took a toll on me, but I'm back now. You can tell, you know, I do my makeup now every day, and that was stuff that I wasn't able to do because I was just so tired. Excuse me. I was just so tired to where it was like putting on makeup was not an option. Trying to get cute, it just was not. It was just not an option. It was tough. It was completely tough. And that's about it. The only other thing I can say is we're looking forward to moving soon. We're in a studio. There's no way, a studio basement at that. There's no way for us to bring baby home here. I mean, we can, but it's not feasible. There's no space. So that it is what it is. Baby shower planning and everything else is in the works. Yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been up to, and stuff like that. So on that note, I'm going to say have a great day. And I will see you guys soon. And like I said, don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. And that's about it. See you in the next video. Bye.